If you're watching this while tired, confused, or quietly struggling, this message is not random, because Allah does not keep broken hearts standing without a reason. Listen carefully. You wake up, you function, you answer messages, you go to work. You smile when required, but deep inside, something is heavy. Not everyone sees it, not everyone understands it, and sometimes even you don't have words for it. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't like hearing. Allah does not test empty hearts. Allah tests hearts that can carry weight. Now pause for a moment. If your life was meaningless, if your faith was irrelevant, if your presence didn't matter, why would Shaitan work so hard to exhaust you? Fear creeps in quietly. What if this never changes? What if I made the wrong decisions? What if Allah is disappointed with me? But listen carefully. Fear is not always a sign of weakness. Sometimes fear is a sign that your heart still cares, and a heart that still cares has not been abandoned. You are still standing. That is not coincidence, that is not luck, that is not habit, that is one of the three. But here's the part most people miss. If standing was easy, everyone would still be standing. So why aren't they? Hold that thought. Allah does not rush. Allah does not overlook. Allah does not miscalculate. Before relief comes, before doors open, before situations change, Allah observes. Not your words, not your excuses, not your public image. He watches qualities. The first is this. You're still standing when it would have been easier to collapse. You didn't disappear. You didn't give up on du'a. You didn't abandon faith entirely, even when it hurt. You may feel weak, but weakness that still turns toward Allah is strength in His sight. Now here's a pattern interrupt for you. Be honest. If standing had no value, why does Allah reward patience more than comfort? Exactly. The second quality. You're still trying even when results are delayed. Delayed answers do not mean denied prayers. Silence does not mean absence. Sometimes Allah delays because He is protecting you from receiving something too early. Ask yourself, would you trust a surgeon who rushes, or one who takes time because precision matters? Allah is precise. And the third quality, this one is quiet, dangerously quiet. You're still sincere when no one is watching. You're not doing this for applause. You're not doing this for comments. You're not doing this for recognition. You're doing it because somewhere deep inside you still believe Allah sees you, and He does. But here's the cliffhanger. Most people have one. Some people have two. Very few carry all three. So what happens when someone does? Stay with me. There is a moment, and you don't know when it arrives or when Allah decides, this servant has carried enough. Not because you demanded, not because you complained, but because you remained, still standing, still trying, still sincere. This is where urgency matters, because the biggest mistake people make is quitting one step before change. Let me ask you something sharp. What if this pressure is not meant to crush you, but to prepare you? What if the delay is aligning things you cannot see? What if the confusion is removing what would have harmed you later? Now listen carefully. Allah does not waste endurance. Allah does not ignore quiet faith. Allah does not forget those who stand when no one claps. But here's the warning. Relief does not always arrive how you expect. Sometimes it arrives as strength before solution, sometimes as clarity before comfort, sometimes as peace before progress. If you miss that, you might think nothing changed when everything already did. And here's the final cliffhanger. What if you are closer than you think? You didn't come across this message randomly. Something in you needed confirmation. Not hype, not noise, truth. So here it is. If you are still standing, still trying, still sincere, then this message is for you. But now the responsibility shifts. Will you continue standing with intention? Will you continue trying with trust? Will you continue being sincere, even if results delay? Because Allah's help does not meet doubt halfway. It meets resolve. And now I want you to do something. Not later, not tomorrow. Now, comment this below. I'm still standing, and I trust Allah's timing. If you're in the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, or anywhere else, and this reached your heart, let it be known. And if you want reminders like this, that strengthen your faith when life feels heavy, subscribe, stay with us, stand with us, and above all, stay standing, because that is one of the three